Hi, I'm Andy Cagle.
And I'm Jacob Harper. And after 6 years of hard work, opening and running Inner Circle Vodka Bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we are happy to announce that we're ready to kickstart bar number 2 right here in downtown Springfield.
With that experience, we become serious business professionals. We just started build out, but we have big plans.
Over here, we're going to be building out our main bar. Kind of like this one, but much bigger.
And we're going to have our delicious infused liquors. A lot like these, but bigger and more of them.
Over here, we're going to be building some booths and some seating. Kind of like this, but better. We also have a full kitchen that will be able to serve delicious food. A lot like this, but better.
Over here, we're going to build a stage and bring you the best in live entertainment, including DJs and live bands, like this one, but bigger and with talent.
Speaking of bigger and better, let's go out on the patio and talk about some of our signature events. We have a great patio space where we do a lot of fun events, like our annual luau party. We'll have food, fruity drinks, music, and enough fun where everyone gets laid.
We also have an annual Winterfest party. This is an outdoor dance party in the middle of winter. We have snow and icy drinks. We also do an annual charity tricycle race, so come join us and speed the day away. We love our annual Harry Potter Day. We sort you into houses, we have wizard duels, trivia, even a house cup.
This patio is perfect for our Boots and Suits foam party event.
We also do a charity vodka 1K, sip and stroll, because there's only 1K in vodka, and we don't want to make you work that hard.
Hey Springfield, it's Dominique with Springfield After Hours, and we're here at Inner Circle Vodka Bar, very brand new. Yay!
Woo! It's not even open yet.
Yeah, it's not even open yet. They're still in. I mean, they're still doing some stuff in here. They're not completely done, and you guys can't see it right now, but you have to come out. But I'm here joined with my hosts, Karina and Lena, and we got two of the two owners of Inner Circle, Andy and Jacob, and we're going to get to them here in just a few moments. We do have to apologize. We were going to have the get down also through Skype, but we were having some technical difficulties, so they cannot join us. But we will have a clip of what to expect on our recorded version of this show. So tune back in on Thursday to check that out. But let's talk about what we did this past weekend. Oh my God, it was so incredibly.
Please.
You're excited. It was so busy. So Thursday, we started off Thursday at Shuffle, and we were celebrating one of our team members. He's part of the street team, brand new. His name is Ben Russell, and it was his birthday celebration, so there was a lot of different musicians out at Shuffle just jamming out, and it was a great time. And then Friday, over there at your event.
Yes, at Carrie's.
Yeah, at Carrie's, at Jar 241.
Yeah, that
the
was so
band
fun.
partner.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was so much fun. She was on the bar, singing on the bar, dancing on the bar. It was crazy. I love your show.
Thank you.
You had so much
And
energy.
yes, I do all of that shit in 5-inch heels.
Yes. Okay, and then Saturday.
Holy moly.
Wow. Okay, so we were at the Springfield Expo Center for the Satoma Chili Cook-Off. So last week's after-show guests with them, and also Machine Gun Symphony. So the Chili Cook-Off, I don't know how much money that they raised for the Boys and Girls Club.
I heard somebody announce it at one point. I think it was like 18 grand.
18 grand.
I could be wrong.
There were certain booths that were running out of chili 2 hours before.
At 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 hours before. I mean, the last band was going to go on, and that was crazy. That was so crazy. But you could check back on our page to see all those pictures. But after that, they had 2 after parties. And one was at Shuffle, and one was at the Riff. And you guys were at Shuffle for a little bit.
We went to both. It was a very long day.
For a little bit. And I was at the Riff, and I had to call them Adam and Lena over here to join me at the Rift because it was so incredibly packed. And you guys know that, I have one arm, so it's hard for me to take video and pictures and stuff all by myself. But yeah, they came to my rescue, so thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So yeah, all of that was so fun. So check back on Facebook and Instagram, see our videos and pictures, and wow, yeah, amazing time.
And
so,
if I may interject, we didn't do like a personal post about it, but I want to say on behalf of myself and our team, thank you to the Greene County Sheriff's Department for keeping everybody safe at Sertoma, because it was ridiculous. There was even at one point where they rushed the stage and people had to be escorted off the stage. Wow. And they kept everybody safe. Like, it was great. So I don't think anybody got hurt or arrested. So, so thank you, Greene County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention too, not only Machine Gun Symphony was there, our band partners
Wicked Shimmy for the first time. Yeah.
And then the Dirty Saints, they were at the Rift. Oh man. Yeah, it was lots of fun. Okay, so let's get to the conversation starters at the bar, and everybody answer these. What qualities do you admire in others?
Authenticity.
Being like blunt and honesty. Some people are just brutally honest and blunt, and it comes across as like attitude, but I see through that. They're just being real. So yeah, I guess authenticity too, and just being like straight up.
Okay, what about you guys?
I like seeing the creativity in people and see what they can come up with.
Yeah.
I like people who support and care about other people. Like, if it's not just about you, if it's about other people, like, that's a really good quality, and I want to hang out with that person.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, that would be mine too, because, man, that means so much to me too. Okay, so second question, what is something you would love to learn?
I'm terrible at languages, and I would love to learn another language, and I've tried, I've taken some classes, and it's just not my forte, and it's not coming.
Your brain is not wired
and
for a second language.
I love to travel, and I really wish I could like learn some other languages to when I travel, I can really get more in tune with the culture of the people around me.
And instead of using the app that we have now. Translation, yeah. And then you have to wonder, is it actually correct, or is it just making a fool of yourself?
I've read directly from like the guides,
Yeah.
and like my accent, it's like my reading of it's still so terrible that they're like, what? I'm just like, I just have to point. I'm like, this is what I meant. They're like, that was not even close. That was, no.
I'd love to learn to, I love music, and I've always wanted to be able to play an instrument, and I never took the time or effort to really learn an instrument, so.
YouTube it
maybe
up.
one day.
YouTube it up.
I'll buy you a kazoo.
Kazoo.
I'd like to learn Braille or
That's cool.
American Sign Language. That way I can just communicate with more people, and I don't know, it's not very common for people to know sign language, and being like in customer service a lot, it can be hard when you're in public and you can't hear, so it's just really nice to have more people be aware of like ASL and even Braille and stuff, because I have a lot of friends who have kids who are deaf and blind or blind, and it would just be pretty special to learn that and know that.
I can tell you how to say I'm pretty in American Sign Language, or you're pretty. That's about all I got.
I know a couple things. I can do like the alphabet and just like basic letters, but I can't I'm not fluent in it, or I don't know I don't know anything really, just a few small things. But that would be fun to learn.
Yeah, totally.
What about you?
Mine would be the same as his, which I'm actually working on. My band has decided that I have to learn everything. That I have to learn guitar, bass, and drums.
Yes.
So I'm actually already working on guitar. I can play Zombie most of the way on guitar.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gifted an acoustic guitar, so been practicing and my hands hurt. But that's exciting.
I would like to learn how to do my hair with one hand, because you always see it down. I mean, I could put it like in some weird bun thing, and but I would love to learn how to do that with one hand.
A Floby.
What?
Have you ever seen the attachment to your hair dryer? No, you attach it to a vacuum cleaner, and sucks your hair up and then it twirls it. And you've never seen Floby?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that just sounds.
I'm glad that you know what that is, Adam.
Oh, it's a horrible as seen on TV.
I don't need to know.
That needs to be a live video, like
I'll
testing.
put that in there.
Okay.
No, I don't need to
Okay.
know you and your strange vacuum cleaner.
Oh
Nice.
man. Okay, last question. What can you do to take better care of yourself?
I've got an easy one. My stress level is up there pretty high, and I'm already on blood pressure medicine. And
Oh no.
I've been trying to figure out ways and find ways to just kind of monitor that without relying on medicine, and yeah, that might be something I have to deal with for the rest of my life. I don't know, but if
Yeah.
there's natural ways to take care of it, I'd love to try and find that out.
One thing that I've been reading about and I've started to try to work on is meditation. I know a lot of people really recommend it. I also have ADD, so it's been like a real struggle.
I hear ya.
I've like read books on it. I have the app, but I'm just like, what's going on? And it's and I think it would be really helpful if I could work on it more. I probably need guidance.
You also have narcolepsy, so you just pass
I know.
out during
I'm either like
meditation.
it's really distracted or just out. It's not gone well.
I hope you fall asleep right now. That would be so fun.
He's just back there in the middle of a question.
It'll happen.
What about you, Louise?
I would say just taking the time to, you talk about this a lot actually, just self-love and self-worth, knowing who you are and taking the time to figure out what you like alone, being comfortable alone, yoga and meditation together. Even like in the morning, if you can only fit it in there. Every time I do yoga when I wake up in the morning or even just stretch, I feel great throughout the rest of my day, and that's something I don't do often. So it's cool that you ask, because it makes us think more about like take care of yourself.
Take care of
Yeah.
yourself. Yes, you have to. Mine would be get back into a workout routine. I used to do kickboxing in Kuala Lumpur for like a year and a half.
Nice.
And then I got really busy and didn't feel like doing it anymore, I guess. But I love it. I do have a heavy bag at my house. I just need to get it installed. But yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, so let's get to our interview portion of it. So we have our two owners here of Inner Circle. They're going to be having a pre-party this Saturday, which is Leap Day. So we have Andy Kegel, and then we have Jacob Harper. And so you guys are from Tulsa, and that's where your original bar is, right?
Yes.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. And when did you guys open that one?
Almost exactly 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yes.
Okay. And so what made you decide to come here to Springfield and pick Springfield out of anywhere else?
Well, we knew we loved our concept. We wanted to take it other places. And I'm a numbers person, so we started doing a lot of research. We had a list of 6 or 7 cities that we were going to start visiting. And one of our staff took a little initiative. And he's like, hey, I've been to Springfield several times. You should check it out. His fiance was from there. And so this was our first city we visited, and we loved it. We loved everything about it. We found this great building, which was exactly what we were looking for. So instead of like being the first city on a tour of cities, we worked it out and put an offer on the building, and we're like, Springfield's it. So we haven't even visited the other cities yet. It'll be
Sorry,
number
other
3.
cities.
That research halted pretty quick.
So tell us a little bit about what Inner Circle Vodka Bar is all about.
I mean, the bar itself, it's full service. We have everything, but we do specialize in different vodka cocktails. And our big concept is our infusions. So we take vodka as the base spirit, and we infuse it with a bunch of ingredients. We've got some crazy ones that we've come up with. My very first one that we created was just a simple blueberry lemon.
That sounds
And
good.
we just mix it with a little Sprite, and we call that the Inner Circle, and that was kind of our flagship. But we like to take different ingredients and kind of infuse those and create the create a really good flavor with them. So that we're not adding a ton of mixers or juice or anything like that to create the cocktail. The vodka becomes the majority of that creation in that cocktail. And then we really started, as we were going through this process, thinking, we need to change it up seasonally because there's so many different flavors. People's flavor profile changes throughout the season. So we started doing seasonal infusions. So every 3 months when we go into a new season, we'll take those flavors and ingredients that you would normally cook with or think, hey, this is a springtime flavor or whatnot to create some fun infusions with. And we even started doing all spirits now. So it's not just vodka, even though we love it and we like playing with it. It's easy to work with, but we've started doing whiskeys, tequilas, gins, and it's just a lot of fun. It's become a very creative thing to do, but it's also allowed us to be able to make cocktails really quick because that flavor profile is already done, and you just throw a couple of mixers in there and make a cocktail, and you serve it across the bar, and it becomes a very easy, very efficient way to make drinks and service a big place like this.
Awesome. And so you guys have food as well. And you were saying earlier off camera, you don't have food at your other location.
No, we're really excited. First location does not have a kitchen. We have a kitchen here. We're going to have a lot of shareable food, a lot of really great stuff, and a lot of stuff that will pair with the drinks and the vodkas that we have. And that's what's great because, in the kitchen we'll be able to use some great natural fruits and herbs and flavors, and we do the same thing in vodka. So instead of just like a, sugary or, chemical kind of flavoring, all of our flavoring and our infusions are natural. And if you want, just a really light drink, we'll have a great cocktail list, but you can do any of those infusions with like water. So you can do a vodka water with natural flavors, no sugar added, and they're delicious and it's light and it's really fun. So you can go from our creations and cocktails and what we think are the best, combinations to something really light and easy, and then we can match our food to it.
Okay.
Nice.
And what kind of food are you guys going to be serving?
We'll kind of change it up again, like the infusion seasonally, but like you said, it's going to be more shareable stuff, but we're going to have cold plate. Well, you have some pickled items, some fruits and veggies that have been pickled to kind of pair with some unique flavors that we have. We'll have some sliders. We're going to have some signature items like toasted ravioli and cashew chicken, just because, hey, we're now part of Springfield.
Yeah, you need to get that cashew chicken.
Did you say something about fried mac and cheese balls?
Jalapeno fried mac and cheese balls. And then one thing we love is we're actually going to be pairing with Aviary, the bakery, and they do little dessert shooters. And so we're going to be doing flights of those where you can order different flavors, but you can also order a couple of flavors of the dessert, and we'll pair it with just a miniature cocktail so that you can try the infusion that pairs with that dessert. So it'll be a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, very tasty. So you guys were also talking about that you're going to have like events here and themed parties, right?
Yes, I love a theme. I always love a theme. I do our events and I love it. We get to do really fun things. So we'll do everything from a foam party out on our patio to a Harry Potter, adult tricycle races. We do a vodka 1K run.
Yes.
We do
1K.
You name it. And
There's only 1K in vodka.
There's only 1K in vodka. And in that 1K, there are several drinks of vodka. So it's more like a bar crawl, but you get a medal at the end and you have a bib. So you know what? It's a race.
Yeah.
And when we do those events, especially the vodka 1K and some of these other ones, we partner with local charities. So that not only is it fun, but you're raising money for a good cause. So you know what? Not only are you earning your medal by strolling for a whole 1K and drinking vodka,
Right.
but you're drinking that vodka for a good cause, which is what, we're all here for. But we'll do everything, we love, nerdy stuff from Harry Potter to Doctor Who to Star Wars to, just a lot of just fun parties. And so we're really excited that we not only have this amazing patio, but we have a large inside space. So we're going to be able to do events that you just don't really see a lot. I'm not traditionally from the bar industry, and so I just do events that I think are fun. So some of them are great bar events. Some of them you were like, why is this taking place in a bar? But I was like, you know what? I had a costume for it. Let's throw an event.
Yes. I love that.
Sounds amazing. Okay, I have one last question, and I'm going to let these ladies ask you some stuff too. So, why did you name your bar Inner Circle to begin with?
And we took some time on that one. Andy and I met in college about 20 years ago, and we had a really close, tight-knit group of friends that we hung out with, and we would go on trips and do all these fun things with. It was just really a really cool group, and it somehow turned into the IC, the Inner Circle. And that's what we started calling ourselves as the group. And when we started looking at names and thinking with the concept and everything, we're not going to call it the Inner Circle. You know, we started an investment company years back that we called it that, and we're like, you know, we're going to come up with a different name because this is Andy and I's deal.
It's not the group's,
theirs.
it's ours.
And the more we looked at it and the more we started thinking about kind of the concept of what we want to do, the build out, everything that we were doing was to draw attention to be able to come to a place and feel part of something, whether it's an event that Andy's throwing or just sitting at a big long community table and almost forcing you to socialize where you wouldn't normally. And so we're like, you know what, the name works, it does, and it is special to us in a way because of that story, but really it's more of it just the overall theme and concept is want people to come in, feel welcome, feel like they're a part of something.
We want you to feel like you're in our Inner Circle.
Right.
That you're not just showing up to a place and this is kind of cool. We're like, oh man, we're in. Like, you know, they know us. This place is great. We feel like this is where we belong. We're part of that Inner Circle. And we want people to feel that way. And I think, you know, we do our best to try to achieve it. I think we do a lot. I know a lot of our regulars at our first bar do feel like they're part of it. And they feel, you know, they feel ownership in the bar too. Because like when we make change stuff, they're like, you know, they're part of it, and they're you know, feel like this is their place too.
Okay, sounds amazing.
Nice. What are you guys most excited about for inside of the bar? Like, just as opening it, what are you most excited about?
I mean, I'm excited for the food just because I like to eat.
The kitchen.
Yes, I'm gonna have a kitchen.
It's an
gonna be
amazing
great.
kitchen. We took a walk back there. It's the wall. It's beautiful in that kitchen.
It's a nice kitchen, and I like a theme. Not only can I, like, you know, throw these theme parties, but I can have a menu that represents that theme.
Yeah, so some
which
food
will
with
be
that.
great.
Right.
Yeah, we've always had to rely on kind of outdoor, outside sources like food trucks and stuff like that for a place in Tulsa. So now we can plan and execute a menu that we really feel would be fun to tie into the events and stuff that we're
very
doing.
cool.
So.
And are there any events coming up that you want to let anyone know about, maybe, or are you going to keep it like a surprise kind of?
We're going to be doing some announcements. We have a Harry Potter on the books.
Cool.
We have some extreme midget wrestling coming
Oh,
up in
yes!
June. We have our adult tricycle racing on the book. So there's going to be some announcements really soon. We're just trying to focus on getting open. And then after that, we do at least one big event a month. Sometimes multiple if we have to force it all in. But we have a lot of fun stuff already on the books.
And then did you guys have this place, did you already, like when you were in Tulsa before you came to Springfield, did you kind of have your eye on this building? Or did you just come out here?
No,
How long was it before?
We looked at some other places around in the downtown area, and we really wanted to be in this district, in the downtown area. We like the foot traffic. We just like everything that's going on down here. We looked at some spaces that, you know, were a little bit smaller and really were good spots, but we walked by and saw that patio space out there, and we're like, what is that?
Yeah.
And there was a for sale sign. We're like, man, we need to check that out. And we fell in love with the space. Honestly, if this space wasn't here, we probably would have done some more research in other cities. But this space allows us to really take not only the infusion concept and a lot of things we do inside the bar, but our patio in Tulsa with all the outdoor games like giant beer pong, giant Jenga, giant Connect Four, all those fun things, and utilize that patio space out there for it. And it's also perfect for a lot of the events that we're looking at throwing. So
Nice.
We fell in love with the space.
Yeah.
We fell in love with Springfield, and we fell in love with the space. And we're just like, we have to have this building. And so we're like, yeah, we were going to go check out other cities. We're like, no, this is it. We started running numbers, checking
Yeah.
with like banks and stuff. We're like, would this make sense? We're like, we're ready to go. So we took a few months to kind of really dig in and make sure that this was like, that it made financial sense. As soon as we did, we're
Yeah.
like, let's go. So
It's definitely awesome that you're downtown
we
too,
love
because
it.
there is so much going on, especially being close to the circle. Or the square, that's right.
There is a circle on the square. That is not here. That is up the street.
And we love the
thing.
neighbors around here, the other bars and restaurants and clubs, and we feel like that, it's not a competition. Like we feel like that we can complement and really work with the community, and be really good neighbors and work and not just, and the bars around here are awesome. And so it was like, man, this is such a great nightlife that we can add to it and work with other bars. And like I said, like the Vodka 1K is a bar crawl. Like we want to be able to like really come into this neighborhood and add to it.
Awesome.
Can we talk for a second? And excuse me, Lena, didn't mean to go in front of you, but you mentioned things that this bar has that no other bar has. I'm excited about the bar itself. The way you designed your bar. Can you talk about that with your Lazy Susan idea as well? And
yeah, I mean, we because this space it was just an open blank canvas, and I have a little bit not design experience, but that's kind of where my creativity flows a little bit. And we just kind of went to each area of the bar and just said, what would we like to see in this space? With the oversized booths, the bar itself, we really wanted to keep with we call it a warm industrial theme, as far as the aesthetics that we put in here. That's kind of what we did in Tulsa, and it looks really, really good. It's clean. It holds up, to a lot of traffic. And so we wanted to do that. And so that's kind of where the steel has come into place on the bar. The brickwork was kind of fun, so we could tie in some of the existing building to kind of create some of that.
And then what's unique is we have kind of like an inner circle on the bar. So one of my favorite things, I like to sit at the bar. If I'm at a restaurant or a bar, whatever it is, I prefer to be at the bar. I like it. I like that environment. And it's great when I go with me or a friend or two friends, but once you have like 3, 4, 5 people, I also want to sit at the bar, and we usually do, but then you can't like have a conversation. And so we decided, something different. Let's create where you can sit at the bar and talk to your friends. So we added a round element to the ends of the table. And so we kind of made it our inner circle. And because it's not really done before, because you can't reach across a giant circle when you're a bartender, we added, we're going to be adding our logo on a metal plate that's a Lazy Susan. So you can sit around that table, talk with your friends, sit at the bar, enjoy that environment. And then when a bartender serves you, they can put on that Lazy Susan and spin the drink to you.
That's so cool.
So something different, something a little
Yeah.
unique. And it really goes along with the rest of the aesthetic he was talking about, with the brick and the steel and the wood that we really love. And that goes right there with it. And something a little different, because what's great about taking an empty space and making it yours is we can do whatever we want.
Yep.
Which is like, hey, what if we created like a giant circle at the corners of the bar? Or hey, let's put in a see-through fireplace in the middle of the bar, because we can, because we can, we did. And we love that we can create these elements and have wild ideas and implement them. And we think that they've turned out awesome. And really, Jacob is the one who's been here designing it and making sure like all these crazy ideas we have actually get implemented in a really great way.
Awesome. And my question kind of piggybacks on what he said anyway. Obviously, there's permanent elements like the bar, the fireplace, the community tables, and obviously it's not completely finished yet. But we were kind of talking a little bit earlier because you said you love theme nights. That something else that's very unique about the space and what you guys have done to it is that it's adaptable depending on the event. So, like even like you said, like this isn't permanent.
Right.
So kind of tell us a little more about that, like what people can do if they want to book an event, like.
Yeah, with the size of the space, I mean, we have a stage and kind of a dance floor area, but even where we're sitting and where some of the cocktail tables will be out on the floor, those all we can remove and make a much larger space for an event or a themed party that we're doing if we can't do it out on the patio. There's just a lot of unique kind of areas in the space to be able to utilize.
And it's great because it actually allows us to partner up with different groups in the community or nonprofits, and we can hold everything from we actually did an art market as we were building out here in Springfield, but we do that in Tulsa. We're going to do that several times where we can have booths and have this big area.
Oh wow.
We can work with different kinds of fundraisers and events and have everything from turtle racing to
Yes.
all kinds of crazy so ones that do fundraisers and are looking for a place to do it, we're a really good partner with that, and we love the fact that we can offer the space to be able to do it. So we're going to be having
Inside and
outside. We can have cornhole tournaments, and it's bad weather. It's a big enough space. We can have cornhole tournaments inside when it doesn't work out. We can have bands and DJs inside or outside. We can when we have our Harry Potter event, we're going to have all kinds of fun things both outside and inside to really make it more than just a bar, but a fun space and atmosphere and party environment to really encapsulates the whole experience and theme.
Awesome. So for those looking to get into those events, as far as who wants to plan them, book them, even for bands and stuff like that, how would they get a hold of you, especially with not being open currently?
Best way is just through Inner Circle Springfield, the Facebook page.
Or the website. If you message either one, I get it. I'm Andy. You can even say, hey, Andy, I have this idea for a party. Some of our parties started out with people being like, hey, let's do an outdoor dance party in the middle of January. And I'm like, that's awesome, let's do it. And they're like, we'll have heaters. I go, no. We'll have alcoholic snow cones, and we'll bring in snow and snow machines. They're like, that's crazy. I'm like, yes. So if you have, feel free to reach out to me. If you have a community organization or nonprofit, and you're like, hey, we want to host some great things, I'm all ears. I have not, your event can't be any crazier of an idea that I've already tried to have until he's told me no. So reach out. But yeah, if you just message on Facebook, on our website, on Instagram, that all comes directly to me. My name is Andy. I'm very friendly, and I respond usually fairly quickly.
So let's talk about your event on Saturday, which is Leap Day, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So for one, how are you supposed to celebrate your anniversaries? Are you going to just have the day before or the day after?
So our anniversary will actually probably be closer when we do the grand opening.
The grand opening,
which will be later in March. The pre-opening party this Saturday, really we wanted to kind of showcase the space to some of our investors, family, friends, a lot of people that supported us in Tulsa are going to come up. And then we've invited a lot of people in Springfield and the community that we're partnering with and know that we want to kind of build that network to just see the space and kind of get a teaser of what it is we do with the concept, and just to kind of be like, hey, we're here, we're gonna be open soon, and come check it out.
Yeah, it's not even a soft opening, it's a pre-opening, so it's a very early look at what's going to be happening. And we love it that we're already people that we want to partner up with are going to be coming. But what's also great is we're actually opening it up to where you can get a ticket if you want to be part of that sneak peek, which will be really awesome. So if you go to our Facebook or website, you'll see where you can actually get that sneak peek yourself. You don't have to be like on an exclusive list. Anyone can do it. So that's kind of a cool thing. So we're for people who are actually really interested, be like, man, I wanted to see what that space could be. That's going to be cool. I want to be that first one in the bar. This is your chance to do that.
Yeah, and you can find your tickets on the Facebook page, which goes to event.
It's an Eventbrite. Yes.
Eventbrite, and they're $75.
Yes.
And to add to that, if you put our code in that these guys gave us, so Springfield After Hours, so SAH, into the code section as you check out, you get a $10 discount. So we really appreciate you guys on that for our viewers and followers and stuff. Yes.
We're also going to be, one of the sponsors is the Downtown Springfield Association, so we're going to be doing a donation to that.
Yeah, part of that money is raised is going to be going toward that organization, which we're really excited to be part of and be down here in
That's
downtown.
awesome. So this band that we were not able to do a Skype interview on, I'm so sorry guys, the Get Down, I saw their video they sent me and wow, I am excited. So why did you pick this band? Tell us about this band.
We've worked with them several times. They've helped us celebrate our birthday celebration in Tulsa, and they're such high energy and such great people that we're we started talking to bands here, but with that scheduling and us not knowing exactly when, it was hard to work out. But we're like, you know what, let's introduce a Tulsa band to Springfield. And these guys I've never seen such high energy, and it's a party. You will be, even if you don't dance, you will be up on the dance floor because you can't help yourself. That's how high energy it is.
Right.
Plus, you'll see me on the dance floor, and you'll be like, I can't look worse than that. I might as well get up there.
Gonna try.
If he can be up there doing that, no one's going to be looking at me. But no, it is. It's just such fun energy. And we really like them. And one of the really cool things about this being our second location and so close is that we're going to be introducing a couple of Tulsa bands and DJs up here every once in a while, but we're also going to take bands and DJs that we're working with here in Springfield down to our location in Tulsa and introduce them to a new audience.
Nice.
So it's a really great way. So this is kind of like our first Tulsa Springfield blend where we're bringing this band up here, but we are going to be really excited to take some really cool Springfield talent and introduce them to a whole new audience down in Tulsa, where we have a great patio and space there.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I don't think we talked about this on the show yet. You said, so when are your hours of operation?
So we're going to be opening at 3 p.m.
We're looking at 2 o'clock during the weekday, in the afternoon, going till close, and then we're really excited about the weekend because we're going to open up at noon on Saturday and Sundays and do a brunch.
Nice.
Brunch is my favorite thing.
Yeah, we with our infusions we make killer Bloody Marys, and in Tulsa, since we don't do brunch because we don't have food, people will still come in and order our Bloody Marys all hours of the night. But we're really excited to introduce that and do some fun. Mostly cocktails with some of the infusions and stuff like that.
Infused champagne cocktails. We have a menu we've already played with that's amazing. It's where you can get those fresh infused flavors plus champagne. It makes a great way to start your day. I mean, brunch is my favorite meal, period. I will often, because I love it, I'll call friends like, let's brunch. And I will go to brunch and leave that and go to another brunch. I did that this last weekend, I think 2 weekends ago. So I am a very big brunch fan, and we're going to have an awesome one. Really great drinks that you can't really get because of the infusions, and just really good food and stuff that really works together.
Awesome. And are you guys hiring still? Are you still looking for people to staff?
We do have some positions we're still looking at. The majority of our staff we've locked in and hired. We're still needing some kitchen help, and we'll based on kind of when we open and work with the schedule. There might be some more opportunities and needs that we haven't thought of or need to kind of or haven't planned for that we'll have to adjust and maybe bring in some additional help. So if anyone's looking and they're interested, they can always come in and apply, and when we have something available, we can definitely reach out.
Okay, and Also, is there a cover charge for your events?
No, we try not to have a cover charge. Occasionally, we'll have a band that requires, that it makes more sense to have a cover charge. And when we do that, it'll be a whole party, and you'll be getting stuff back from it. But that'll be a rare instance. For the most part, we're not going to have a cover charge. We want to make it as easy to come enjoy the bar and the party as much as we can. So while you'll see it every once in a while, for the most part, you're just, as long as you're 21 and up late at night, we're happy to have you in here.
Okay.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
I was like, and I got a little fun fact question to ask too.
How late is your kitchen open?
We are still working on that, so we might keep it open all the way to close, but do just some select items that you can choose from if you really need something to eat.
As a city, we're a shit I forgot to eat city.
That's very true.
Yeah, this is
We really are.
I'm like
We
that.
live downtown.
Yeah, I was gonna say
We get it.
I live that life pretty often. No, I get it, and we, our menu we believe can be executed throughout the hours that we're open, but just to alleviate some of the pressure back there late at night, we might cut back on stuff. So, but we definitely want to have a few options available even up to close. So we'll kind of be working with that a little bit.
awesome.
And hey, we have a ton of people coming at 12:30, 1 o'clock ordering food, then we will,
We'll adjust it.
we'll adjust it. So
Yeah.
if we have late night eaters, start coming out. Let us know that that's what you want. If you let us know, then we will keep the kitchen open. And as someone who we both live downtown, we're part of Springfield, we go out and eat late at night. So yeah, I get it. If there's more people like us, then we will
There's
we will
that's the whole
accommodate you.
That's the whole town.
All of us.
All of us. So for people that don't know, because I don't think we've given the address out, this is the former 319 Downtown Event Center.
Once upon a time ago was
Yep.
the Rasta Grill.
It's been a couple different things.
Yeah.
But most people recognize it by the giant ass clock at the end of the patio. So fun little fact, you're doing something with the clock, right?
We're getting rid of the clock. And I know people are like,
Dun,
why
dun,
would you?
dun!
It's going tomorrow.
So if you wanted to say goodbye to the clock, it's too late. It's gone by tomorrow morning.
You have to come early tomorrow to say goodbye to the clock. And we have people like, why would you do that? It's such a great clock, which it is, but it also hasn't worked in 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going to have, especially late at nights on the weekend, a very, probably younger crowd once you get later and later. And with cell phones and everything else, I don't even know if they can tell time on or like a regular clock. So, you know what? We're going
Right?
to get rid of it. We're going to put up a really awesome inner circle sign. I'm sorry, if you are young and you can tell time, I apologize. I'm already offending our customers. We haven't even opened yet.
Yeah, that's funny.
Fine.
It's fine.
You're already offending people. It's all good. It's all good.
We know you can't tell time.
I do that on a daily basis. It's fine.
Whatever.
So is there anything else you would like to add before we close it out?
No, we're just really excited to be a part of the city of Springfield, and we're getting really close. So within the next couple of weeks, we should be trying to shoot for a soft opening, and going right into spring break and middle of March with patio weather coming around the corner. We want to get that patio rocking. So we're excited.
And I just want to emphasize that we talked about before, but we really want to be part of the community. So if you have those events or fundraisers and you're looking for a place, reach out to me. I'm filling up my calendar now. I would love to put these events on there. And we'll do everything from those nonprofits. And if you have a high school reunion, if you have a big, group of 100, 150 people and you're like, where can we go where we don't have to pay a fee to reserve space or we have to pay a minimum for tabs or anything, like that's us. Like, let me know, because once we fill those spots, then those dates are filled. So reach out to me. Now's the perfect time to do it. Love that.
Awesome. This is a question that I always ask bands and stuff, and I know you guys are brand new to here, but what can the nightlife the nightlife in general do as a whole to bring more attention to Springfield?
I think you want to have big enough events and unique enough events that will draw not just from people downtown, but from people all spread out in Springfield and also the general area. And I think that the potential here is so awesome. I know there's already several events that do have that draw, and I think there's a lot more potential of that, which we would love to be part of.
Awesome. Agree with
And
that?
more things.
Yeah.
Anytime there's more costumes, that's always a better
More costumes.
nightlife event anyway.
You'll probably see him dress up in a costume more than regular street clothes.
I'm a cosplayer.
He's a our
cosplayers are
video
great.
editor is a
Awesome. We'll have a
cosplayer,
party.
yeah.
And a lot of those events that are fun and a little bit different also are a lot more welcoming to a crowd that might not come to downtown stuff. You know, we love it to where we have some people who only come to our Harry Potter event every year, but they're regulars. They come every year. They love it. They're not normally bar people, but they come there and they feel super comfortable, and they're really excited. We even have people who from out of state plan their trip to Tulsa every year based on that event.
Oh, that's funny.
And we have several like that, and we want that. We want people to feel comfortable, and having those unique events allows people who normally don't feel comfortable in a bar setting to feel comfortable, and we love that.
Awesome.
We want to bring them into our inner circle.
So I know we are super excited and so excited that you guys became one of our venue partners.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you so much. It helps us continue doing what we're doing. We're the only ones in Springfield that do this, so it does help us. So thank you again, everybody out there. Please, please, please come to this pre-party and party with us here at Inner Circle this Saturday at 7 o'clock. You could still get tickets online, and you can put our code in there, SAH, and then you could get $10 off that ticket price. So definitely come down here. And again, on the recorded version, you'll have a sneak peek of the kind of band is going to be here, the Get Down. So I'm so excited for them. Oh my God. But we're out for now. See you on Saturday.
Bye.
Just for short and bang to look your way. I like the way you work it. Drunk tight all day, every day. You're blowing my mind, baby, in time. Maybe I can get you in my life. Like the way you work it. I like to bag it up, so I like the way you right? So when I asked out, you said I wasn't a type. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Wish I had a girl who was good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6-foot ball. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a jump on it, jump on it. Jump on it, jump on it. Jump on it, jump on it. Oh, baby, yeah. You guys did amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Amazing job, everybody. You know, wish that I had Jesse's girl. Wish that I had Jesse's girl. You know I want Jesse's girl. But tell me, what can I find out? Oh, I like that, I like Jesse's girl. Let me see you enthusiastic. Fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the. Everybody say. Let me hear y'all. Wanna see you move your body. Got this feeling in my body. Break it down. Got this feeling in my body. Get that feeling. Body got every man in here wishing, sipping on coke and rum. I'm like so on a drum. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Help me out now. Bounce, 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 bounce. No, it's like murder. Thing I knew. She was all up on me screaming, yeah, 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 yeah. bus in the club looking so conspicuous. And around these women all on the prowl. You hold your head steady up. Forget about game, mama. Won't stop till I get a minute.